Let's watch this final round together. Pacific Raceways, Jeg Coughlin Jr. versus Dallas. Dallas had whole shot at his way to the final round, so you couldn't take him lightly. Let's watch together.
Yeah, I was listening to that as I was sitting in the car before the final. I'm like, oh my goodness. Let's sing a song here in my head and get that going, get that way out. So here we go.
Green lights on both sides of the tree. 8:0:10 reaction time for Jeg Coughlin. And at the finish line stripe, it is a win for Jeg Coughlin, a third on the season. 6:53,
moving around a little bit.
Marginally outrunning the 6:54.1. But this is a guy who now, for the 68th time, has won in Pro Stock with a 10 reaction time.
It is all smiles down here for the natural, your Pro Stock winner, the 68th of your career. Jeg Coughlin, you grew up in a racing family where this is what you guys did. Did you ever dream you were holding 68 of those?
Yeah, no doubt. In total, counting the sportsman wins, it's 87, I think, this week, which is
there it is.
Unfathomable. Honestly,
I'm proud of those.
I'm going to ask you about that.
All the sportsman races out there, they know how tough it is to win.
Been very fortunate, very blessed. My father, Jeg,
keep that in mind.
Everyone at Jegs, and over the years, we've had so many great wins. But fast forward to today, how about this elite team? And my hot rod really came around this weekend. We changed some things out on Saturday, and the car started accelerating really well. And these last two rounds, this thing was on a rail, and it felt great. I didn't even see my wind light come on there, so I was a little bit
broken.
bummed. The next 1,500 feet as I was pulling off, I was excited but also bummed. But, congrats to the whole team, man. It's everyone at Skag Power Equipment, Outlaw Beer, Jegs, JHG. Man, we love y'all. Hello to my family back home in Ohio. I love you. Miss you.
There he goes. All right. That's great. So the win light number one, everybody turned the corner, including Maddie, and everybody oh man, I lost. Super Street winner started to go back to the pits. We stopped. Like, hey, stop.
No, it's funny, we're passing by this light in absolute sub-second, and at over 210 miles per hour at this point in my case. And, in the run itself, though, I'll bring the viewers and the listeners into this run. I mean, we're both pre-staged. I'm staged. I'm pretty locked in on the tree. I see Dallas come in on the rev limiter. Tree fires. I'm off the clutch. I mean, the car just felt amazing. I mean, it was on a rail. I mean, I didn't touch the steering wheel. Got into second gear. It was clean. No blips, as we call them, on the rev limiters. Going into the 2-3, the 3-4. I stuff it in fifth gear. I look over. And things look pretty good in my favor. Not that means anything. I look over again, nothing. And then I hit the chutes and no wind light. I was like, God dang, how did he drive around me in that last second? Because, my car felt flawless. And I was just elated from head to toe from about third gear to the finish line, because everything felt so efficient and so quick that I thought, if I get my ass kicked here, he just did one heck of a job, and they're very capable of that and have done that hundreds of times at KB. And then naturally that wind light didn't come on. I was like, I could hear the team on the radio, but I couldn't quite tell because my radios don't work well from the finish line beyond. And so I was like, damn, wow, that's impressive. I got to take my hat off to this kid. And so we pull off the track, and I'm getting ready to pull far right just to get the heck out of the way. And I kind of gather my thoughts, and they're waving me over. I'm like, man, this better not be a joke. So at any rate, I was a little taken, but you know what? That's kind of fun too. The emotion is so great when you know the outcome by the time you get to Bruno or the Fox team there. And you know what? It was different this time. So thanks for the curveball. We made the best of it. And I got to tell you, there's nothing that beats a victory. It feels great when you're the one behind the wheel. In my case, at Elite Motorsports, with the talented wheelmen and women we got, we've been fortunate to find the winner's circle a lot this year and in years past. So it was a damn good time. And the celebration started on the stage there with the champagne. Chase did get to wipe his off, but you know what? We love it. And we look forward to Sonoma upcoming and obviously Brainerd, Indy, and then the countdown. That's what we all look forward to in the Mission Foods series. And it's going to be a great season this year.
Amazing. No, I love hearing you say that. And I think, the way you've done it by taking a break and a couple times and coming back, it's like replenishing your energy and your appreciation. All right. So question that was discussed the last time I worked with the guys at NHRA on Fox, and it's something that we were just talking about. 87 wins versus 68 wins. And the girl does the graphics, right? Like they got to type in a graphic to every time your name comes up. And the question was, and there was a hearty and healthy debate as to which number should be used. You're running in the Mission Food Series, your Mission Food Series Pro Stock racer in the moment. So, 67 wins before the win was the number, but could have also been 86. And so we had this real healthy debate. And I thought, well, I wonder what Langdon thinks. And I wonder what Jeg thinks. And I wonder what the guys think. So right now, I'm sure the guys at NHRA on Fox and everybody who works on that team are interested in this opinion right now. Like if we're broadcasting to the world, what number is the number that you think the drivers want up there? Just the Mission Foods wins, which we would need to explain that it's not just Pro Stock, it's Pro Stock and Super Gas and all these other categories, or everything. What do you think about that?
Well, I mean, it's for me, it was a special win. One of my longtime heroes, Bob Glidden, I think had 86 wins, and 85. Or 85. I'm sorry. So maybe I thought he had 86, and I was, happy to share that stage with him for a long time. We raced together, but the point is, the question is how should it be? I mean, it's, however our powers that be want to explain the story. I mean, winning my first NHRA World Championship was in Super Gas, and it was a culmination of a year of hard work and winning as a team and as a family, and a lot of rounds won. I can tell you I won a heck of a lot more rounds in Super Gas in a year than, almost in a year than a Pro Stock season. Not that that's the measure, but I'm very proud of my sportsman loins. I know how tough it is to compete at the NHRA national level in a sportsman class. I know how difficult it is to win at that level as well. And that's what makes it so special to share that, with our viewers and with our fans, because, this sport is about history. It's about family. And in this case, we're talking about winning, and to have 87 national event wins. I've had 19 in the sportsman ranks. I was a very competitive sportsman racer from really, I won my first championship in 92. I was graduated college in 93. And so really 93 through 97, I raced in what is now the Lucas Oil Series. And, look at the talent that's there. It's a lot of them have made their way into the professional ranks as well. But take a guy like Dan Fletcher that's won well over 100 NHRA national events, and David Rampy, et cetera, and heroes like Jeff Taylor that have surpassed the 50 mark just recently. So it's special. It's special to me. It's special to the Lucas Oil racers, and but back to the question. I think it's however our
no.
Fox,
I'm not letting you do that. That's too political. You're dodging.
Political.
You're dodging. Which would you do if Glenn comes to you and says, Jag, listen, we need your opinion. You need to decide. Which is it, this or all?
Well, it's not tough to just, say that there's, in my case, 87 wins, and there's whatever 68 Mission and 19 Lucas. I mean, that does take more explanation. I get it. So I guess we'd have to just see what the fans think of it. It's really, I think, a moot point. It's for me, it's just exciting to still be competing at this level, and it feels damn good to be the last one standing on a Sunday, whether in a stock eliminator car, super comp car, super gas, comp eliminator, pro stock. I've never raced top fuel or funny car, not for the lack of opportunity, but it's not in my future, but it's in the blood. It's just not in the future. I'm proud of all of it, and I don't mind spreading that cheer.
I love that. No, listen, I think that's a good answer, and I think you said what I think the answer should be, which is both, right? Both. Mission Foods or pro and sportsman, X, Y, total, because it is so challenging. They're not lesser wins. They are less, maybe less expensive wins, but they're but they're not lesser wins, and they tell the full tale of who the driver is. And the more sportsman wins you have, showcases your dedication to the sport as the whole, and how you climbed the ladder, right? I know it would take more space on the screen. It would be an explanation that has to come, but it's not 68, it's 87. And the person that Jeg Coughlin is not a 68-time only pro stock winner. It's an 87-time winner throughout and across all of the scope of drag racing. And those people in the sportsman classes, that elevates them, in my opinion. Like, it elevates what they do, which is always good. That's what we're trying to do.
Yeah, absolutely.